Hello, I'm back. This is episode number 2 of my web internet tutorial photography thingamajiggy. Today we're going to be talking about just some good advice. So last time we talked about the fundamentals of photography. This time I'm just talking about some good advice. So I'm going to give you $10 worth of free advice. There's 10 different advices, $1 each, but they're all free. So hold on to your horses because here it comes. One good piece of advice would be read your owner's manual, alright? This thing has got a world of information in it. It'll tell you exactly how to use your camera. You know, people say, how do I do my aperture? How do I do my shutter speed? How do I change my ISO? How do I do all this stuff? It tells you right here. Every camera comes with it. If you bought a camera and you spent, however many hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars, read this thing cover to cover and it will teach you so much. It even tells you about photography. It'll tell you it'll teach you photography within it. But some people don't learn much by reading, but read it cover to cover. No matter who you are or what camera you have, it'll help you very, very much to read this thing. Shoot manually. Turn off that green mode bullshit and shoot manually. It'll help you in the long run more than you can possibly imagine, at least until you get to know what your shutter speeds do, what your apertures do. Don't let your camera decide that for you. You know what's going to happen if you let your camera decide? You're going to get what your camera wants. You're going to get what everyone else is getting. You're shooting on green mode, the guy next to you shooting on green mode is getting the exact same thing you are. If you're doing it manually and you know exactly what you want, and you learned how to do it, you know what your aperture means, you know what your shutter speed means, you know what your ISO means, you know what they do, then you can adjust it yourself to get exactly what you're looking for. The guy shooting on green mode, if that's you, don't be him no more. Be the guy shooting in manual mode. Be a man and shit. Be a man! And go out there and shoot in manual mode, and it'll get you exactly what you're looking for. So, it'll take time. It'll take time. You gotta tweak it. You gotta know what you're doing, and then before you know it, getting bomb-ass pictures. So, shoot in manual mode. I beg you, do it, please. Find the subject of your photograph when you're shooting. What are you taking a picture of? Decide what it is that you want a picture of, and then photograph that. Zoom in, crop out everything else before you shoot. Don't count on doing the cropping in your Photoshop. You're gonna lose all this whatever. Find what you're taking a picture of, decide what it is, what is your subject, and then photograph that. Zoom in, get a nice tight shot. If you're gonna be taking a picture of a person and your picture is this big, don't have your person be this big in a picture that's boom, 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 and there I was taking a picture of that guy. So if you're taking a picture of one thing, a flower or whatever, get in close, get in whatever it is. When your viewer is looking at your picture, they should know exactly what you were taking a picture of. Here's another small piece of advice for you. Look at other photographers' work that you like, or even that you don't like, and decide what it is that you do like or what it is that you don't like about their work, so that you can decide what it is that you want to create in your work. And you not so much copy photographers, but build on them, build on their vision and make your vision. You can create it from there. There's nothing wrong with building on someone else's vision, or that's what mankind's been doing for ever since we've been around, is building on everyone else's vision and ingenuity and intuitiveness and all this good stuff. So find what you like, find what you really like, let it build into yourself and build it into your own style and the way that you do things. So, and then if there's things that you don't like, decide on that. Like, ooh, I really don't like that look. And avoid it, and try and learn how to duplicate what you do like and how to learn how to avoid what you don't like. So, do your thing. Don't be afraid to get the pictures that you want. Don't let fear get in your way. If there's a small fear, like if you see a beautiful woman and you're like, oh, I want to take a picture of her, don't be all rude and just start snapping pictures like some weird psycho stalker or something. Ask her. Excuse me, can I take a picture of you? Hey, is it cool if I grab a quick shot? Or hey, can I, some way to get beyond your fear, to just take a step. And if she says no, then she says no, ask the next one. And always be able to just say, hey, can I do this? Or if you want to shoot an event, or if you're at a concert and you want to pull your camera out and take pictures, walk over to where the best spot is to shoot. Don't be afraid to stand in a certain spot or climb on something or do these things like, shoot fearless. Go out there and be fearless and get the shot. Get the shot. And that's all you got to do. That's all you got to be concerned about. You should be afraid of not getting the shot. If fear is going to motivate you, be afraid of not getting the shot and do whatever it takes to get the shot. And then you'll get all the shots that you need. And so, that's one thing that you should do, that I would suggest is, don't let fear get in the way of taking great pictures, because a lot of times you'll never get a chance to shoot that picture again. It came and went and you didn't even get it. So, and that's a shame. Especially at events such as weddings or concerts or, the things that you just can't duplicate. Just, be fearless, get what you need to get, and then, if there's any harsh repercussions, oh well, deal with them, just like everything else. Here's a 2-for-1 piece of advice. This is on purchasing, what kind of equipment to purchase, or basically what equipment to purchase. Now, no matter what kind of camera you have, if you shoot Nikon, if you shoot Canon, Panasonic, or Kodak, or whatever you're shooting, film, digital, get a tripod. If you don't have a tripod, get one. A tripod is it's a piece of your camera. It's missing. It should come with your camera. If you don't have a tripod, you're missing a piece of your camera. The tripod allows you to shoot long exposures, basically. You can take 15, 20, 30-second exposures. You can take, minute-long, day-long exposures. You can take all these exposures, these different kind of exposures that you will not be able to do without a tripod. Sure, your camera can do it, but you're going to get all this blur and all this weird stuff. You're not going to be able to get these pictures that you want to get. You can take, a world of possibilities opens up when you have a tripod. If you don't have a tripod, go out and get one. Another thing that I would suggest to get is a 50mm 1.8 lens. I know they make one for Canon that costs you 99 bucks, and they make one for Nikon that costs you about the same thing. A 1.8 lens, if you're not familiar with shutter speeds, if you're not familiar with apertures, a 1.8 is a very wide aperture, and what that'll do is that'll get you that depth of field. The SAMYS.com is where you can get your stuff, SAMYS.com, and they don't pay me to say that, but I always send everyone to SAMYS. If you're anywhere near LA, if you're going to be near LA, go to the LA SAMYS store. It's the bomb, baby. So go. If you're a photographer, it's the bomb. So do that. If there's one thing that you take from this video tutorial of advice, or whatever you want to call it, is this: be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of if you're going to step into the street, or if you're going to fall off of a curb, or if you're going to fall down some steps, or falling down is a big thing, so be careful when you're backing up, be careful when you're moving forward, you don't step into something. If you got your camera in your face, you can't see kids running in front of you, or whatever, wherever you are, just be aware. Take your face away from your camera a little bit and look around, and just, be aware of where you are, so you're not bumping into people, or falling down, or Lord forbid, breaking your leg or your equipment, or dying and shit. Okay, don't be I'm sorry if you know anyone who fell off a cliff backing up trying to take a picture, but don't be a jackass and fall off a cliff trying to take a picture. Okay, you know where you are, and you think you know where you are, but looking through that camera, it gives you this weird, it changes your perception of things, and you end up tripping over some dumb stuff, or falling into some dumb stuff, or be aware of obstacles and cars. Don't stand in the street, and you feel you're in a good spot, and then you're gonna back up just to get that little bit before you know it, you're in danger. Just be aware. Just take care. You don't want anything to happen to yourself and your equipment, or your clients, or your subjects of your pictures, or anything like that. So if there's one thing that you take from this, take that. Be aware and take care of yourself. And finally, last but not least, shoot freely. Shoot what you want, when you want to, and so, if there's anything that I've said that you don't agree with, then throw it out, throw it out the window, and do it your way, if you want to do things, do them how you want, and just express yourself through your photographs, or express life the way you see it through your photography, and just let your camera take you, and let it take your viewers where you want to take them, or however you want to do it, and just, be free and shoot freely, and that's all I can say is, just let yourself do what you want to do, and don't let anything get in your way, and just do it and have fun and enjoy yourself and enjoy your photography. So that's about it. So goodbye. It was very nice doing this for you guys. I love it. Thank you to everybody who responded and said hey, that was cool, and it makes me feel good to know at least someone's watching. I know I can see the little count of how many people are watching, but it's cool to know that that people appreciate it and people care. So now we've got through the basics, and now it's time to move on to something bigger, something better, and we can learn some real in-depth, detailed stuff. So that's coming next. Next month. Bye bye. Take care.